A JetBlue flight landing at Boston's Logan International Airport rolled off the runway and into the grass on Thursday, an airport spokesperson said. According to Associated Press, no one on JetBlue Flight 312 was injured, but the runway remained closed Thursday afternoon and a ground stop on all flights was in effect. Meanwhile, crews assessed the aircraft and passengers were bused to the terminal, said Samantha Decker, with Massachusetts Port Authority, in an email. Passengers could be seen descending from the plane using stairs provided by emergency vehicles surrounded by dozens of emergency crews, according to an Associated Press journalist at the scene. The plane was coming from Chicago. JetBlue Flight 312 from Chicago to Boston veered off the runway and onto the grass after landing, JetBlue said in an email. We will conduct a full investigation of the incident and will work closely with the relevant authorities to understand the cause. Thursday's incident came. FAA officials have acknowledged they weren't doing enough to ensure air safety. Recent polling by the Associated Press NRC Center for Public Affairs Research shows that fewer Americans report feeling safe about flying this year. Footage of the moment of Air India plane crash has been released. Local media has released footage showing the plane crashing and exploding shortly after takeoff. The plane carrying more than 250 passengers crashed in India's northwestern city of Ahmedabad on Thursday. Air India Flight AI-171, a Boeing 787, crashed into a residential area called Meghani Nagar 5 minutes after taking off. The flight was bound for London's Gatwick Airport.
पूरा ही गया हुआ है कोई
पब्लिक जा रही है
मतलब इस बार कितनी चाहिए
A passenger plane crashed in India during takeoff from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport, local media reported. The incident occurred near Meghani Nagar, a densely populated area of Ahmedabad. Around 240 passengers on board when the plane crashed into a residential area. Details have not been released yet. However, according to initial reports, the Air India plane's attempt to take off failed. The scale of the accident is believed to be serious. Rescuers are working at the scene. Officials have not yet made any statements about the incident.
पब्लिक जा रही है
आग लगी बस्ती में
पेपर में
શું વાત કરે?
The Indian Coast Guard is attempting to tow a container ship that caught fire off the coast of Kerala in southern India earlier this week to prevent a potential ecological disaster, Indian authorities said. According to Associated Press, the Singapore-flagged MV-1-503 was on its way to Mumbai, India's financial capital, after leaving the Sri Lankan port of Colombo on June 7 when it reported multiple explosions and a subsequent fire some 88 nautical miles from the coast of Baipura in Kerala on Monday. Indian authorities have not yet given a reason for the explosions and fire. The current focus remains on firefighting and preventing the vessel from drifting towards the Indian coastline. The 890-foot vessel carries 2,128 metric tons of fuel and hundreds of containers, including hazardous cargo, India's defense ministry said in a statement Wednesday night. With the fire yet to be fully extinguished, efforts to establish a towline to pull the vessel away from the coast are underway, the ministry said. The situation remains critical and is being monitored continuously. The firefighting efforts have significantly reduced visible flames, but the fire remains active on the ship's inner decks and near the fuel tanks, the ministry added. The Coast Guard launched an aerial firefighting operation Thursday morning using a helicopter from the Indian Air Force, Commandant Amit Uniyal, a spokesperson for the Coast Guard, said. The helicopter dispersed 1,000 kilograms of dry chemical powder onto the core fire areas of the ship, he added. Deputy Director General of Shipping, Captain Harinder Singh, told the Associated Press the vessel was carrying a total of 1,754 containers, of which 143 had cargoes deemed dangerous by the International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code, including flammable liquids, toxic substances and solid hazardous materials. The explosions and subsequent fire caused dozens of the ship's containers to fall into the Arabian Sea.